Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the podcast.
I just got flipped off.
No, you didn't. It was a countdown. I went 3,
Okay.
2, 1. I
Okay.
might have had the wrong one up. I apologize for that.
Okay. We talk about a lot of things today.
We talked about a Philly cheesesteak and how that finally happened and what Jonathan's reaction to it was.
We talk about New Year's a little bit.
A little bit of New Year's at the end. We hear a poop story from Aubrey.
Yeah, we call Aubrey. out.
Potty mouth Aubrey.
We also talk about movies and sickness.
The good moment of the week is really good. Part
It
of it
is.
because it was us that brought that goodness.
Brandon, hit it.
Oh yeah!
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Welcome to CNCP,
Also known as Cats and Cradle Podcast.
one of the greatest podcasts
Not
ever.
even one of.
The
Amongst, I mean, maybe it is a one of.
maybe like
We're
definitely like top 25%.
of
I
all
thought was it top 25?
I can't remember. Last year it was like top 20%. I don't remember seeing what we were this year, but we've grown.
Has that dude ever have we ever gotten any news about that dude that did the thing?
I looked a couple weeks ago and still there was nothing. I need to probably reach out to that organization again.
Yeah,
Part of it's whatever.
heartbreaking.
Whatever. We're never gonna get our glory.
Yeah, never gonna get my steakhouse dinner.
You're never gonna get your steakhouse dinner. You're not gonna get the multi-million-dollar contract, which means you're not gonna have all the problems that come along with it.
Which means our podcast is going down the drain.
Yeah. So this is here's an announcement. This podcast is gonna be the last episode ever. Not really.
It's a new year, Dad.
It's a new year, new adventures. I found a new podcast partner. It's Ralph.
Really?
Ours is called Let's Talk About It.
No. You guys' podcast is called
Girl Talk.
Dogs in the Doghouse.
Dogs in the Kennel.
Yeah.
Addison and Aubrey, we kind of teased them last week. Guess what they still haven't done?
A podcast.
Like we said, it's easy to talk about.
Yep, and it's impossible for them to do.
Look, talk is cheap, but you got to walk the walk.
If you want to get something done, you write it down.
And then you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we talked about this a while ago.
Wait, I have a fact.
Fun fact.
100% of things that have ever been done have been written down. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, literally just writing down your goal means it's done.
Well, not even that. I'm going to walk. People have written that down before. 100% of things.
And
that's a real fact.
there's got to be something that's happened that's never been written down.
I don't know. I can't even think of anything that's never
I
been.
can't either, which makes me think what you said is true.
Well, I don't know. It's a real fact.
All right, here's we're gonna do something real quick. We're gonna do a magic trick, and I don't know how this is gonna work on the podcast
Okay.
because we have no way of verifying whether we were right or wrong.
Okay.
But we know that
Wait, hold
more
it.
times than not we're gonna be right.
Wait. Write it down. We gotta write it down.
We don't even write it down because there's no use in writing it down because first of all, most people are listening, they're not
Yeah.
watching. And so here's what we're gonna ask you 2 consecutive questions. They're both easy questions, and we're gonna tell you the answer to at least. Assuming you get the first one wrong, then there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you're 3 or something like that. But
Yeah. We're not old enough to do
you might
it.
not be old enough. Okay, and that's okay. Because I know we do have some young listeners, but
Mhm.
anyway, all right. So the first question is Jonathan.
What's 4 times 4?
Okay, so you're thinking about that answer right now. Now the next question, I need you. The first one that comes to your mind is
Name a vegetable.
name a vegetable,
You messed it up, Dad. You messed it up.
and the vegetable you named is
Carrot.
Carrot.
Maybe.
Well, you should have waited maybe a little bit. I
No,
don't know.
we shouldn't have waited because you messed it up. You have to be like, hey, what's 4 times 4? Name a vegetable. Like that.
Like that.
Kind of.
Most people are going to say carrot.
Yeah.
If you don't say carrot,
Then you have a special gene in your brain.
you do. And what that means is you're probably going to live 4 or 5 more years max.
I don't know. Does it?
No, that doesn't mean that at all.
Well, I don't know. The answer should have been spontaneous.
Spontaneous. I delayed it. But part of it's because sometimes they might be listening to this on 2-speed. And so they didn't have time. You know what I'm saying? Hardly anybody's listening to this 1 speed. I don't know. There are people that listen to it 1 speed, but most people are spitting it up in some way, shape, or form.
Well, I want you guys to try this on your friends. Like, just ask them, friends and family, ask them that question.
Yeah, try it out. Just try it
Mhm.
out. Rapid succession. What's 4 times 4? They'll say 16. You say name a vegetable. Most of the time they'll say carrot. If they say something that's not carrot, then they're probably a terrorist.
Wow. Are you being 100% honest?
I mean, has anybody written that down?
Probably, actually.
And so then it's true.
Well, I don't know. I never said that. I said
You said if it
100% of things that have ever been done. Wait, no. Every single thing that's
so
ever
if
been
we
done
did
has
this
been
with a
written down.
terrorist, they'd probably say 16, and then they wouldn't say carrot. They'd say like Brussels sprouts or lettuce or
I don't know. I
green
don't think-
beans. Or they'd even go way off the rail and they'd say like corn on the cob, and then you'd be like, dude, that's not even a vegetable.
Or like, yeah, like they'll be like tomato.
Which also are tomatoes. I don't think tomatoes are
Tomatoes are
vegetables.
fruit.
All right. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. We talked about this months ago. Then we talked about it a couple weeks ago, and we finally actually fulfilled a commitment that we talked about.
What?
We went to Philly Cheesesteak. We went.
Oh yeah,
we went to
pretty
Pops.
Good. That was so good.
We went to Pops. So if you're in Vegas and you are in the mood for a really good Philly cheesesteak, you should 100% go to Pops.
Yeah.
It's on Decatur and Alta, I believe, is the cross street.
Yeah, I don't know.
And so we show up. It's a winter day. There's no inside seating, but just a little patio, and it's chilly. But it's probably in the upper 50s, low 60s, a little drizzly that day.
Yeah.
And we roll up there, and you're looking at the menu, and you see the one that has Cheese Whiz on it, and you make the sarcastic remark of like, we should get the one with the Cheese Whiz.
No, I
said-
never said that. I said that looks disgusting.
And I said that's the one that we're getting.
You're being serious.
And I was being serious, and you were like, wait, what? No, seriously? I'm like, no, like being dead serious. Like, that's the one that we're going to get. It's delicious. And then you and your sister were like, oh, well, can we get a Cheese Whiz one? And then we'll get a provolone one as well, because you were afraid.
What?
You were afraid of the whiz, my brother.
I never said provolone.
You did too. You're like, can we get that one too? Maybe it was Aubrey. One of
I
you,
never said it. I
one
don't
of
know.
you nincompoops said it.
I just said that the cheese one looked disgusting.
And so we get the Cheese Whiz one. It comes out hot.
Yeah.
Give it a second to take a bite in that sucker.
Well, you didn't give me any seconds.
I didn't realize. I forgot how hot
Johnny.
it was.
Johnny.
Take a bite now. And so
No.
Johnny dives in, takes a bite, and how was it?
It was amazing. The Cheese Whiz one was actually spectacular.
So good, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Cheese Whiz, okay, no offense to the fans of Cheese Whiz out there. Cheese Whiz is terrible.
canned cheese is disgusting.
Yeah.
Like if you have crackers and you're putting Cheese Whiz on it and then eating it, that's just,
I would throw up.
that's almost degenerate behavior.
I know.
You might as well go smoke a pack of cigarettes.
You might as well. You might as well just being like saying, give me a dose of cancer.
So, you know what's interesting? Side note. So, I came across this thread this past week, and I didn't know that there are lots of foods that we eat in the United States that are banned in other countries.
Like what?
Skittles, for one.
Skittles?
Skittles are unavailable to be eaten in most of Europe and lots of other countries. Another one is Ritz crackers.
Ritz?
Kraft macaroni and cheese, also illegal in other countries.
I have a story about Ritz crackers.
Let's hear it.
So, it's just a normal afternoon, and I see a packet of Ritz crackers laying on there. They've probably been there for about a week. You know, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. Nobody else is going to eat these. I'm going to eat these.
Be
So
rude not to.
Yeah, I'm eating them, and then I pick up the last cracker, and there's like five crackers that I ate before this. I pick it up, and I'm like, I see something on it. I'm like, what the heck is that? So I look closer, and that something is moving.
No, what was it?
It was like these little bread bugs or whatever.
Oh, like the Weeble things or whatever?
Yeah, and I just had eaten 5 other crackers, and they're like wiggling around. I'm like,
It's protein.
no, this is not protein.
It's
This is
protein.
disgusting.
It's protein.
And that's why I have a parasite today.
You don't have a parasite today.
Yeah, you're right.
So when I was in Venezuela, one day we go to a lady's house and incredibly poor. Like this woman was very, very poor.
Yeah.
And part of me sometimes wonders, like, why are we eating with these people that are so poor? But that's, they want to, like, for them, it's an honor for them to do that. And so a staple in Venezuela, at least especially in this small town, was you'd have spaghetti, lots of spaghetti. Now, it's not the spaghetti that you think of that has like the meat and the marinara sauce.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have meat, sometimes you just have the noodles. But instead of the marinara, they would regularly do ketchup and mayonnaise.
I can't even think of that because that sounds so disgusting.
And it's like not even like, oh, let's mix these two together and then put it on. It's like, here's a plop of ketchup and here's a plop of mayonnaise.
I literally am like getting close to gagging over here.
And
This is
so
disgusting.
we're eating this. I mean, it's just, at this point, you're like,
Ugh.
it's a whatever. Like you're so used to it, like it's just whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
Mm.
And so we're eating it, and then as we're eating it, we see, oh crap, like there's something moving in there, and there was ants. The
Oh my
spaghetti
goodness.
was. I mean, there wasn't tons of ants, but there's probably a dozen or so ants.
Yeah.
And so you just ate it. You just said, all right, that's our protein. You just ate it. Here's what's weird. So I come home from Venezuela because the first time I had the mayonnaise ketchup spaghetti, I was like, dude, this is foul. Like this is just gross.
Yeah.
But then, like most things, you become accustomed to it. When I came home from my mission, I remember it was a Saturday and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. So I made noodles.
Oh,
I literally put ketchup.
don't even-
in. I literally
I'm like
did.
I'm like seconds away from like throwing up. This is terrible.
Like, and it's just funny. Like, it's funny looking. I have never had it since then, but it's just funny. Like, that had become almost like a comfort food for me because of just what you do. I don't know.
That is disgusting.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to our good moment of the week.
Brought to you by Red Rock Payments.
redrock-payments.com is the website. Why do you use them, Johnny?
For your merchant service needs, Dad.
You got a small business, you need to collect some payments via credit cards. You need somebody to do it for you. Might as well have redrock-payments.com help you out with that.
You can call them at 702-915-6888 or go to redrock-payments.com.
Use the promo code
Jonathan.
That'll get you $100 or something. It'll be good.
Yeah.
So here's the good news of the week. This actually is us.
This is us?
Like, I don't want to be the guy that's like super boastful and stuff. So maybe I'll just pretend that it wasn't us, but we'll just
Okay.
use our names. So the Cats in the Cradle podcast went to the Ronald McDonald House here in Las Vegas, and we did a little service activity.
We did.
Tell us about it, Johnny.
Well, we went to the Ronald McDonald House and we made treats for people who were living in the Ronald McDonald House at the time.
Yeah, so the reason people live in a Ronald McDonald House is, so say you need to travel to see a doctor, say you're on vacation and somebody gets really sick, and maybe you've extended your stay and you don't have money for the hotel, so you can go to this Ronald McDonald House. It's a normal looking house, and they provide you food, they give you shelter while you're getting medical care generally for your kid.
Yeah.
And so we went there and we made desserts. We provided desserts for 30 adults and 6 young adults or kids.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun.
It was kind of fun.
What did we make, Johnny?
We made chocolate-covered strawberries and chocolate-covered pretzels.
So many people may or may not know this about you. You are a licensed taste tester.
I am.
Certified and licensed.
Mm-hmm.
So you tasted something. What did you try out?
I don't know.
Didn't you have both?
No, I did not.
You definitely had a strawberry.
Yeah, I didn't have the pretzel, though.
How was the chocolate covered strawberry?
Delicious.
Those are so good.
I know.
Like really honestly, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to make.
Yeah. When I was in California with my friends, there was this lady giving out free samples. I went back probably like 5 times. Just went back and forth and hoping they wouldn't recognize me,
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So anyway, part of the way we came across this, we have some friends of ours. They went with us. They stayed in a Ronald McDonald House for like 6 weeks when their daughter was having some medical issues. They stayed in one in Minneapolis. And so they kind of told us about it. So I said, hey, let's go do this. And so they went with us. It was fun. So you might be thinking, hey, my family, we need to go participate in some service activities. We need to give back to the community. If you want to do that, I'm just going to give you an app you can download. It is Just Serve.
Yeah.
So if you go to the app store, or whatever you got, a Galaxy or an iPhone or whatever, go to the app store and go to Just Serve, search that up, and it'll find service projects in your area that you can go and help out with, whether it's just you, it's your family, it's whoever.
Yeah.
So something I recommend you do. It's kind of fun. We never finished the Philly cheesesteak talk, so let's get back to that.
Wait, what were we talking about?
I don't know. We talked okay. You took the first bite. It's hot, but tell us what was it? What was your experience like?
Well, that was really hot. I didn't really taste anything until the second bite. And the second bite was delicious. Like the first bite, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just burnt my tongue off. And then the first bite, I burnt my tongue off. And then the second bite, was just spectacular.
And so look, there's two of us. There's three of us, and we're sharing two Philly cheese. Now these are big sandwiches. They're like probably at least a foot long.
Yeah.
So and part of this was like this wasn't necessarily meant for me to be the whole meal. It was kind of like the snack before the meal.
Yeah. We didn't eat anything after, did we?
No, well, I don't know. I don't think so. We came home, probably snacked it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what did you think? So you had the one with provolone, and you also had the one with the Cheese Whiz. So what did you think?
Cheese Whiz was better than the provolone, and I would love to go there again.
You were craving it today, weren't you?
I was.
You're like, dude, I want some of that Cheese Whiz.
And last night I was craving Chick-fil-A. We went and got some, and I'm suffering from a man cold.
But you're better. Like 2 nights ago, you were not so good. You're good now.
2 nights ago, I was like, bleh.
Here's what's weird. So 2 nights ago, I come home, and you're kind of sleeping. I go, Johnny, just go to bed. So you went to bed. You laid in bed you fell asleep for about 2 to 3 hours, and then you like came downstairs, and you're like, hey, let's party, dude.
I was not like that.
Well, you came downstairs and like we watched a movie together. Like what I don't understand, like if you're feeling sick and you've already fallen asleep, like why didn't you just stay asleep and like?
Well, like I was like asleep. I took a nap earlier in the day, and maybe like 3 naps earlier in the day. Well, I woke up and I was like, oh, I have a little cough. I'm feeling a little sick. Dang it, Ralph, you got me sick. Just like the usual, whatever.
Stinking Ralph.
And so then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to my friend's house, and I'm at my friend's house. I'm like, it's kind of chilly in here. Might as well put on this blanket. Okay. It's getting even colder in here. Might as well put on another blanket. Guys, it's actually freezing in here. I'm like, I'm just going to go back to my house, grab a hoodie real quick. So I go back. Mom comes home. I'm like, Mom, you got any medicine or whatever? And she's like, yeah, what are your symptoms? And I'm like, well, I'm freezing all the time. I have a pounding headache. And I don't know.
Here's what I love. Here's what I love about teenagers. I was the same. And I'll tell you a story that goes along with it. So when you're a teenager, it almost doesn't matter how much pain you're in. You're like, I need the social engagement. Like, I just want to keep hanging out.
Yeah.
So never mind, I have a fever and I feel like I have a pounding headache and I feel like crap. So forget all that stuff. My drive to hang out is so strong that I'm just going to get all of you guys sick so we can hang out.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Keep going.
So then Mom's like, you know what? Nope, you can't hang out with your friends anymore because you're sick and you're going to stay
Boom, roasted.
home. So I was like laying on the couch with Mom and sleeping a little bit. She was giving me head scratches.
You've been loving that a lot lately.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Is that your affection? Like, would you rather have a scratch back or a head scratch?
I don't know. We're going to have to see.
Ladies, you've been warned.
Yeah, but then I like woke up, watched a movie with Ralph. I watched a ton of movies this weekend.
You watched a lot of movies.
I watched like 5 movies this weekend. Watched a movie with Ralph.
It's too bad this podcast doesn't review movies.
But we're about to review a movie.
We might not.
I'll finish my story real quick.
Yep.
Basically, then you came home, and what did we do?
We watched some Arrested Development.
Then I was like, turn this off real quick. I go to bed, and
then you came back out like 3 hours later.
At 9 o'clock, I come back out, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And
which is, again, just go to bed, dude. Just go. You need the sleep. Just go to bed.
I already took a couple naps that day, and so then I what did I do? I
don't know what you did. Nobody cares anymore anyway. All right, I'm going to tell a story real quick. So again, going back to the desire to hang out with friends.
Yeah.
So I am probably 17. I'm 18 years old, and I get my wisdom teeth pulled.
Yeah.
And I got them pulled on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
And I wanted to hang out with my friends still.
Yeah.
And so, like, I mean, you've seen your brother and sisters after they get their wisdom teeth, like, they're jacked up.
Yeah.
I don't know what my parents were thinking, like, why they didn't just, like, absolutely, Josh, no, you cannot leave. I think I was on pain pills at the time. And so I'm driving around Las Vegas on pain pills. So that's basically a DUI.
Whoa.
Looking for my friends at whatever party they're at. This was pre-cell phone, so I couldn't like really locate where they were at.
Yeah.
But I just remember like driving around, going to different houses, and they're like, no, like nobody was there. And I eventually came home probably about 10 o'clock at night, but it's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, just be in pain, get that over with, and then just move on.
Yeah.
But that drive to hang out with friends is real.
Yeah.
I remember. So I wasn't put asleep when they pulled mine out.
Oh,
They just did laughing gas.
is that better or worse?
I don't know. So they put in Novocaine, so they numb it up in the area,
Yeah.
and then they give you. The reason it's called laughing gas is because you just start laughing.
Really?
And so there was like usually the sound of a drill like kind of makes me queasy a little
Yeah.
bit. Kind of like I don't really like it. And I just remember him drilling and me just laughing. And at some point, I swear the dentist was standing like on the chair with his feet on the armrest, like yanking at the tooth.
What?
And I'm just laughing at this. Now, I don't know. Maybe that didn't happen. This is so long ago that maybe that wasn't really the case. But that's how I remember it.
Well, you know the story of the Joker, like why he was always laughing and stuff like that, because they induced him with too much laughing gas.
Is that like the comic book version? Or
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't think anybody knows.
All right, this podcast is brought to you by
Doc R. Haldeman LOC.
bringing you
Happiness,
health
healing
in a myriad of ways. You can contact her at
702-258-7860.
Okay, you talked a little bit about Doc R. Haldeman helping you out with these herbs and stuff. Tell us a little bit about how, as you're coughing over there, tell us a little bit about how she's been able to help you in this moment of peril.
Well, she gave me acupuncture. That helped. And, yeah, she just gave me some pills and acupuncture, and I'm feeling a lot better now.
So I'll talk about kind of how some of her treatments have helped me. So I'll combine this with our old man moment. We haven't had an old man moment in a long time.
In ages.
Old man moment brought to you by Old Spice. So we're combining the Dr. Haldeman LC and Old Spice.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, Old Spice isn't a real sponsor, but maybe they will be one day.
Yeah.
So I'm playing tennis. It's like a day or two after Christmas. I'm playing tennis and playing doubles, and somebody hits a drop shot down in the right-hand corner there, and I'm running to it. I get to it because I'm lightning fast.
Yeah.
Like, don't underestimate how fast I am. I'm fast, Johnny.
You see the lightning before you hear the thunder.
Bingo, bambo. I
Yeah.
think that's almost always how it is, but anyway, whatever. So I get to the ball, I forehand to put some stop spin on it. We end up winning that point, but after I hit it, I got my head over my heels. Like I got over my skis.
Serious?
I ate it, dude. I fell. Like I
Ooh.
slid like 8 to 10 inches on the court.
Oh.
I have like a scab on my elbow. I landed on my hip pretty good.
Ooh.
First of all, it was awkward and it was embarrassing, right? Like it was embarrassing to fall. I felt like an old man at that moment.
Did you get like right up? You like, okay, let's go.
No,
again?
dude, it hurt. Like it did not feel good. Now, because I'm a man, I kept playing that set, and then I finished that set, and then I played another one. Get it out, brother.
Yeah, keep going.
And so I came home, and I was playing. It was about 45-minute drive from where I was playing.
Yeah.
And so I get home, and I'm like, I know, like, I'm in pain. Like this is the next day. This is going to be crappy.
Yeah.
And so Renee says, hey, get out the microcurrent. And so I busted out the microcurrent and I put that thing on, put it on the hip because that was the biggest area of pain. And then the next day I did it on the hip again. I did it on the wrist because that's another area that was kind of hurting me. I'm essentially pain-free at this point.
I'm super proud of you.
I played on Saturday. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
That's pretty spectacular.
So one of the decorations, I want to talk about this just real quick. So one of the decorations we have, if you're watching on Spotify, is there's a piece of wood. It's a cell phone.
Yeah. It's not just any cell phone though. It's a hillbilly cell phone.
It's a hillbilly cell phone. Tell us what it says on there, Johnny.
So it says hillbilly cell phone, and as you open it up, it says directions. Go to the top of a hill, but it says go to are the same word.
Go to.
Yeah, it's like go to.
Hmm.
Face direction of call. Take a deep breath and yell. Wait for reply. If no answer, wait for signal. And then it has a keypad.
So this is a funny thing. It was a gift from a friend of ours, and I just want to talk about that friend. Her name is Pam Woolery.
Oh.
So Pam gave that to us, and sadly, Pam passed away last week.
Yeah.
She fell as well. Now, she fell in a different way. She fell and bunked her head pretty good.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they were unable to stop the bleeding in the brain, and so they had to pull the plug on her. But just, combine this with our good moment of the week kind of thing. She saw this somewhere. She thought of us. She gifted it to us because she knows that it would make us laugh and be kind of funny.
Yeah.
And that's just the kind of lady that Pam was, is that she would think of others. So we mainly know Pam through church. She was at church last week, and she noticed old man Nielsen and his wife, they weren't there.
Yeah.
And so she called them up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sorry, we were having car problems, blah blah blah." And then like within 2 hours, she was gone. And so it's just interesting. Like, first of all, you never know when you're going to die.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, a lightning bolt could get us right now or whatever. But what I loved is that in her most of her moments, like she was out serving others and doing kind and nice things to other people. And so I thought that was really just kind of a cool thing about her and who she was. What's interesting, so her husband, he died about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
He had Lou Gehrig's disease, or ALS, where essentially your mind is fine, but your body deteriorates. And so as a church group, we kind of rallied around them. What we did is we all had, like, we volunteered to certain nights or mornings where we would go to their house and help him get in or out of bed, depending on when you're showing up.
Yeah.
And so, for a while, like Thursday night was my night. I'd show up and I'd help him go to bed, and you'd kind of like, you'd have to give him a big hug, lift him out of this wheelchair, and then put him in the bed. And
Yeah.
a lot of this was during kind of near the end of COVID time. So you might be working from home, and all of a sudden you'd see this message go out on this chat, and it'd say, "Hey, I need to go to the bathroom. Who can help me get on the toilet?"
Yeah.
And I remember the first time I did that. It's one of those things. It's a little awkward, right? You got a guy who, he's a grown man, like he's 50 whatever years old, and so you'd wheel into the bathroom, and like my back is, my right side is kind of to the toilet, and he's facing me. And so I'd go and I'd bear hug him and lift him up. His wife would pull down his pants, and then you'd turn and you'd put him on the pot, and then I'd leave the room and he'd do his business. And then you'd go back in and you'd lift him up, and his wife would pull his pants up, and you'd set him on the chair. So he's like, you're never seeing anything.
Yeah.
And it's, again, like, I'm sure that's not what he wanted to do, and it wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do. But what I always tried to do when I did it was try to bring some levity to it and have a good time as you're doing it, because it's just awkward.
Yeah.
But that's also life. It's humanity, sometimes life gets messy.
Let's review some movies.
What was your favorite one that we've watched?
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't finished it yet. We've still got about an hour left.
I know. I love that movie so far.
So what have you enjoyed so much about it so far?
I think I like just how he's just like a good guy, and he's just like really loving to everybody.
Just optimistic and positive.
Yeah. And he's like, also he's like when he's like also like respectful to women also, like Jenny, he's always trying to like look out for her, even like people are doing bad stuff to her.
So what's your take on Jenny?
She is crazy. She's like it's not really her fault though, because her dad was like a bad dude, right?
Sure. Yeah. He like was abusive or whatever.
Yeah. And so like that kind of messed her up, but she just like she went down a road of trouble, like to doing drugs and stuff like that. That's just not good.
Yeah. So and again, you're not done with it yet. We got like an hour to go on it, or maybe 45 minutes, whatever it is. But
yeah.
The Jenny story is an interesting one. In fact, I want to talk more about the Jenny story maybe next time when you're done with the movie.
Okay.
Just because I think there's some interesting things to consider about Jenny and Forrest's relationship.
Yeah.
So
we also I watched Masterminds with Ralph. The end of Big Mama.
Mastermind. What's Mastermind?
It's Masterminds. It's like a funny movie about this guy who robbed a bank for $17 million and then went down to what's it called? I don't know.
Mexico, yeah.
It's funny. It's a good one.
Is it based on a true story? Just a funny movie?
It's based on a true story, but it's like I don't know, like barely even based on a true story. It's like
it's inspired by true events. You're like,
it's
okay.
It's like this guy robbed the bank and then went down to Mexico, and that's about it. But like that's probably all that really happened, because then a ton of crazy funny stuff happened.
We've talked about this before, but that whole inspired by true events thing is just stupid.
Honestly,
I don't even know what that means.
Based on a true story. Like, does that even this is based on a true story? But does that mean that it's like really? I don't know.
So I saw one. I can't remember what movie it was, but it was "This is a true story." Like, it wasn't based on it. Said this is a true story.
Yeah.
Now, the part where it gets cloudy, right, is like you don't know all the conversations that went on. Like, is that really what they said?
Yeah.
And so you gotta. That's why I guess they can kind of say based on. But when it says inspired by true events, that one you're like,
This doesn't make sense.
like that could mean anything. That could mean like something happened in my life which gave me a creative spark, which then allowed me to write and create this movie.
Well, I think they just want like I don't know, like in what's it called?
Talladega Nights.
No, it's Anchorman. I think
It's one of those.
it's
Yeah.
Anchorman, and it's like this is based on a true story. Only the
Facts, events, and names are real
yeah,
fake.
yeah, like the places, people, and events are changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times right there.
Yeah.
Jonathan, anything else you want to chat about?
Nope, that's about it.
Hold on. We actually teased about calling Aubrey. Should we call her?
No, I think we're good.
I think it'll make her day if we call her.
Okay.
She'll listen to this. She's like, I was a special needs case.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she was. It's ringing. Let's see if she answers.
Hello, darling.
Aubrey, you're on the podcast.
Welcome.
Oh, hello, podcast.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
Happy to be here.
Give us a funny story that happened to you in the last 10 days.
In the last 10 days?
All right, the last 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know.
And this is why we didn't
This
really
makes
want
it
to call
so
you.
hard.
That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Oh
why we
my
contemplated.
gosh.
Just hang up. Just
I've
hang
been-
up now.
No, I feel like I have funny stories, but from like within the last 10 days.
Okay,
like,
just give us any funny story. Like, just pretend it was within the last 10 days.
well,
While you're thinking of it, tell us about the cheesesteak that you had.
oh my gosh, from Pops. It was literally so good. I myself have been to Philadelphia, and I had a Philly cheesesteak in Philadelphia, and honestly, I was like super disappointed, and it wasn't even that great. Then we
Whoa.
went to Pops, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was driving back home back up to Utah on Friday, and I could not stop thinking about those cheesesteaks.
They were
It
really
was
good.
literally so good.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. I would like. They need to open up one here in Utah, or else I need to like come down to Vegas
Yeah.
soon so I can eat one of those cheesesteaks.
All right, so Aubrey, you're going on a hot date this week with a young man,
Oh my gosh.
and we're really excited about this. I think this one has potential.
I don't think it does, but I'm glad that you guys think so.
I know this one has potential.
How awkward is it going to be when this young man actually listens to the podcast and he hears how you thought the first date was going to be, and this ends up turning into something?
His feelings might be a little bit hurt.
But that's okay.
So
like
I'm
you haven't
sorry.
you haven't really dated, and so you can just say, hey, look, Aubrey just judges books by their cover.
Wow. Wow.
That's like even worse.
Is it though? Like, do we all judge books by their cover?
Like,
Otherwise, why would they not have covers?
yeah, when you go book shopping, you're like, why'd you buy this book? It looked good.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
True. All of this is true. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to think of a funny. Okay, but here's the deal. The last 10 days have been like the most uneventful days of my life.
Okay, the last
because
10
I
months
was at
then.
home.
Last 10 months.
Okay, from the last 10 months. So basically, there was a time on my mission in Paraguay
Ooh.
where I was like, we were like eating, like we had pretty, like, okay, the food in Paraguay is pretty greasy, and sometimes really greasy food can make your bowels turn a little bit, as one knows. And it was one morning, my companion was in the shower, so in the only bathroom that we have in like our tiny apartment, and I was doing some yoga, and I stood up and had a little surprise in my pants.
Oh no.
And I was like, well, what the heck am I supposed to do? Like, my companion is in the bathroom right now. Like, I'm like, yeah. So I just proceeded to just do everything that I would do on like a normal morning, like pretend like absolutely nothing happened, even though I'm like walking around and feeling something a little loose, if you know what I mean, if you're catching my drift. And I like literally made my entire breakfast. Did not sit
Oh.
down.
Oh
but
no.
I like set my breakfast on the table. As soon as my companion like gets out of the shower, I like run into the bathroom, Fortunately, we had our washing machine was inside of our bathroom, and like we had to stick a tube down the toilet so like for the water to drain down the toilet. Anyways, pretty fortunate to have the washing machine in the bathroom, and so I didn't have to tell my companion. And then I ended up telling her later that day, and we had a good laugh about it.
All right. First of all, thank you for that moment of vulnerability there.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
There's been a lot of chit chat around about a potential podcast, and I don't think there's been any actual podcast. Is this just talk? Are you a talker or are you a walker?
Well, I would say I'm definitely a talker and a walker. So
That doesn't make sense. You can't be both.
You're on one or the other.
Well, I don't. We'll see how. I think it'd be fun to do, but I wish we would have talked more about it and like actually started doing it before the semester starts, because now that the semester starts, it's gonna get pretty crazy. But hopefully the talking becomes walking soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Aubrey, thanks for joining us. We're going to hang up on you.
Okay, thanks for letting me be on your pod.
We love you.
Love you, Cat.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she's done. She's done. we had enough of her.
The finger got a little closer. Sorry about that, Aubrey. Anyway, while she was talking, I totally forgot. Like, okay, we had New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Like, a lot's transpired that we didn't even talk about.
Yeah.
The podcast is going long. I need to tell a story. We have a tradition in our family that when someone turns 40, you get a pie in your face.
Yeah.
My brother Jake turned 40, and he lives in Denver. So me and my parents flew to Denver.
Whoa.
Woke up butt early in the morning, and we got a rental car, drove to a grocery store, drove to his house, and then we went inside his house and threw a pie in his face.
Pie throwing is a skill that is hard to be mastered.
So we didn't really throw a pie. It's more like slammed, smashed.
I don't really remember the video that much. Was he like scared? Did he like get scared?
Yeah, cause so he's in his backyard and he's walking into the house. His husband let us in.
Yeah.
And so Jake is coming inside the house, and I'm kind of standing off to the side. So he's not really looking for or seeing me. And as soon as he came in, like, I go to put the pie. He did a pretty good job of like whipping his head back to avoid it. But I was more persistent with the pie.
Yeah.
And made sure I got a good face full of it.
If this was an attacker, aka a mugger, in his house, then he would not have done as well.
If I was punching him, like, I would have gotten a good clean sock at him.
Yeah.
Now, you know.
You wouldn't punch your brother, though.
No, and the other thing, like, so he's a gun guy.
Ooh.
So as we were going into the house, like, I didn't know where he was at. I didn't know, like, locate. Like, I didn't know anything. And so, like, part of me is legit concerned, like, they could hear somebody coming and, like, all of a sudden grab some guns.
Like, hey, check out my new gun. Oh,
and
no.
there goes my brother.
Yeah.
Pie's in his face, sucker.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just needed to tell that story. We went to lunch and flew back home.
Yeah.
And so, like, you think of that, like, I don't know, that's some dedication or stupidity, one or the other.
I had no idea you were gone. I literally had no idea.
Seriously?
Yeah. I don't even know. Like, I wake up in the morning, like, where's Dad? I don't know, probably at work. And then I'm like, Dad, you send this video. I'm like, what the heck is he doing all the way there at Jake's house? I had no idea.
And that is the loving bond that we have here. Rent-A-Dad was there for you, though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate it.
Yep. See ya.
Oh, yeah!
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
I kind of just cut you off right there.
That's okay. I got no problem with that, brother man.
So then we're going on the rails on a crazy train.